Is the future of crypto not here anymore? In fact, is it going across the pond? Andreessen Horowitz is opening up its first international office in London to be the home base for its new crypto accelerator program. The VC firm's move comes after Coinbase and Binance were both slapped with lawsuits from the Securities and Exchange Commission that claims the companies violated the law by, among other things, operating as securities exchanges without registering their businesses with the SEC. SEC Chair Gary Gensler excoriated the crypto industry at the Piper Sandler Global Exchange and FinTech conference last week, saying, quote, "We've seen this story before. It's reminiscent of what we had in the 1920s before the federal securities laws were put in place. Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes. The public left in line at the bankruptcy court." So what does one of crypto's biggest bulls think of SEC Chair Gensler's outcries? Here in a Fox Business exclusive, billionaire venture capital royalty Draper Associates founder Tim Draper. Hucksters, scam artists. I mean, it's like that scene in Woody Allen's Bananas where the cop gets up onto the witness stand and says, he's a New York commie intellectual bad apple, but I don't want to cast no aspersions or nothing. What do you make of his comments here?
You know, weak regulators spread fear, and strong regulators spread opportunity. And I think we've got a real problem because the SEC has been spreading fear, and all of the innovators are leaving the country. And there's a huge problem we have. This regulation by enforcement makes no sense. We want the great technologies to stay in the U.S. And they're all going to Dubai and Singapore and Northern Europe and South America and all over the world. And that they're all saying, oh, it's all about the Howey test. The Howey test was 80 years ago, and it has no relevance to crypto. I think crypto needs to be regulated in a new way from a new group. And I mean, what's America going to look like in 40 years? It's going to be a total wasteland of there's going to be no technology. Look, crypto is coming. AI is coming. What is this spreading fear about these new technologies? They're great for us. I mean, new technologies, we got smartphones, we got Teslas, we got all these amazing new technologies. We have the internet. All these things happened because the regulators had a light touch.
Well, can I just say, Tim, that if I were channeling Gary Gensler, he would say, my job is to protect investors, and already some investors have been left holding the bag. For example, some who are still waiting on getting remunerated for their FTX money from Sam Bankman-Fried's collapsed endeavor. Isn't there a middle ground?
Well, look, if there is fraud, which I think there probably was in FTX's case, you've got a job to go do. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you just start shooting randomly at any company that has anything to do with new technology. It makes absolutely no sense. And, you know, sure, there are going to be certain people who are doing things that you clearly don't want to have done in the U.S. We all have to play by a certain set of rules. We play by those rules. We've always believed in those rules in the U.S. And now it's like we don't even know what the rules are, but somehow he can enforce whatever he wants, anytime he wants. That is just going to drive all the innovation out of the country, and it makes no sense at all. I mean, he is damaging our country if he's going to do this sort of thing.
Now, Kevin O'Leary...
Coinbase, all they wanted to do was abide by the law. They kept writing the SEC. What can we do here? What can we do here? SEC went ahead and let them go public. And somehow now they're sitting there going, now you're violating things. And we don't even know what you're violating.
How do you see the lawsuit? How do you see the lawsuit against Coinbase specifically playing out? Because we had Kevin O'Leary here, of course, the Shark Tank star, and he is a big acolyte, or was certainly, maybe a little bit less so because he's got some FTX exposure he's not happy about. But he had said, you know what? This CEO, I believe it's Brian Armstrong, he's fighting the SEC. Stop it now. I would fire that guy. That's what he said about the CEO. And he said, you just got to kind of take the rap from the regulators and try and work with them and move forward. How do you see this ending?
I don't think that's healthy. I think look, Brian has done everything right. He has done everything according to the books. He's got a new innovation. It's Bitcoin and crypto and all these amazing things that are going to completely transform the global economy. That we're going to see extraordinary things come out of these. Whether it happens in the U.S. or not is really going to be determined by what happens with our regulators. And I think our regulators are acting way out of line. Well, and I think it's time to rein them in.
I like what you say. We don't want.
Your job is to come up with good regulations that we can all abide by. Mm-hmm. And if there's a new technology, you need new regulations. You can't sit there and go, oh, yeah, we had regulations for this 80 years ago. We didn't have crypto 80 years ago. It makes absolutely no sense that we're doing this.
Well, there's also a lot of chatter.
Kevin wants to roll over because he's saying, the regulators, let's let them do what they got to do. I get that. It's sort of putting your head in the sand.
There are a lot of there's some chatter, Tim, about regulating another sort of incipient stage industry, and that would be AI. Are you investing in AI? Where do you see this going?
Extraordinary industry. Oh my God, AI is going to be the most extraordinary industry. In Bitcoin and crypto are completely able to transform banking, insurance, real estate. It's going to improve government. It's going to improve so many things. And similarly, AI is going to transform the way we educate people, the way we think about things, the way we operate. All of the mundane tasks are eventually going to be taken by AI so humans can move to an anthropological leap forward. It's going to be amazing. But boy, you can't regulate that out of your country or you lose all the innovators.
What are you investing in right now?
Oh, a whole variety of different things. We invest in the transformation of healthcare to digital. We invest in space and transportation. We invest in companies that are, as well as AI and crypto, new forms of technologies that are going to move Bitcoin forward. We're investing in brain-computer interfaces, all sorts of things that, sure, they're scary to think about until actually we're using them, and then everything's great.
That's the thing about AI. I'm sorry, that's the thing about VCs. I'm going with all these initials. Venture capitalists, you are the risk takers. You're the real capitalists out there who give money when you see opportunity. You have often told me over the years, you say, you know what, when I give money to a startup company, I almost kiss it goodbye because you just never know what's going to do well. You were an early investor in Tesla. That was just an absolute winner for you. You've been the first to say you had a few losses, Theranos being one of them. Elizabeth Holmes was sentenced to 11 years in prison. She just arrived a couple of weeks ago in prison, and she will spend those 11 years unless she gets early release. As you look in the rearview mirror, were you close enough with her? Is this something where you think this was an unfair sentence, or do you feel that you were close enough with it, you'd go visit her in prison? I don't know. What is how you view this?
Well, yes, I think it was unfair, and yes, sure, I'll visit her in prison. I think I think the enforcers in Washington, this heavy-handed enforcement in Washington saying everybody's to blame is a huge mistake. The great leaders are the ones who trust their people and set them free. The weak leaders are the ones who try to control everybody and tell them they're all doing it wrong. And it takes a lot. It takes a real personal confidence for a leader to say, Look, I trust you to do the right things. You're going to live up to my trust, and you're going to build whatever life you need to build. And that turns out to grow the economy at somewhere between 8 to 10%. Mm-hmm. And if you have a command and control government that tells everybody what to do, that shrinks the growth rate to almost zero. You see what's happened to China. They went from a free market economy to a command and control economy, and it's going flatline. You look at North Korea, they're all control, and they have all the regulators telling everybody what to do, and it's all enforcement. It's all regulation by enforcement. And what are those people living like? They're starving. You've got to set your people free. I don't understand why we have this. We're even allowing this sort of you must do this kind of government. That's a very ugly. It's ugly. It scares me. I've lived my life here in America, and I've been able to travel around the world, and I'm starting to see other countries look more attractive.
Tim, it is great to have you, and this is important perspective, especially as these new developments, these brand new sectors are popping up, and we don't want to kill them because they're job creators. Sure, we want to ring fence the bad actors, but I'm with you on this. Thank you so much for joining us.